See, I told you gas was only $2.89 in Ohio. All right. Welcome out on another episode of Jeremy Canner's Ohio Prospecting. I hope to earn your subscription today. And happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. And on today's Mother Day Gold Adventure, we're going to get down into one of my favorite spots at the end of the West Claim. So since there's no one in this area, it's perfect for today. Everybody's camping down the way over that way. Some pretty neat looking little teardrop campers that I seen. They just pulled out of here. I was going to get some video or pictures of them because some of them looked like they were some homemade ones and they were pretty neat. Too bad I didn't get to get any pictures of that. But today we're getting out the Mega Banker, so let's get into it. Oh, and as you guys can see, I've changed out the grizzly bar on there for a little bit better grizzly bar. Hopefully it works today. Should work pretty good. That'll be over the boots in a second. That's in the boots. Might as well just wear shoes. So essentially I'm just doing a bit of test panning around to see where the gold is sitting. So I got a good place to put my high banker at. Get all these bigger cobbles out of there. Yes, I did say cobbles. And gold's a pretty good indication that there's gold here. So we'll go off that. Just getting these bigger gravels off there. Bigger cobbles. There's a lot of sand in there. Pretty sandy. Good amount of black sand though, which is a good indication that there's heavy. Yes, I always pan with one hand and smoke a cigarette with the other. Alright, let's tip her back. Oh, a lot of black sand. Hell of a lot of black sand. Any speckies? Let's see. Right off the bat, that's a good sign. Gold 2 specks right out of the first pan. Not a bad day already. Like it. Love it. Get some more of it. Now it's going to be difficult getting it on camera. There's 2 specks right at the tip of my finger. Well, where'd the glare go? There's another one right there. See if I can get it on that. Right there. Nice. So 3 specks. 3 specks in the first pan ain't a bad pan at all. So I'm going to keep panning around. And let's get us a nice location to set up this high banker. Seems like it's going to be a really good spot for the mega banker today. So let's get into it. Let's get some more pans done. Get that high banker set up. Be right back. All right. Second pan from out there in the middle. I went out where the rocks were a little bit bigger. And then it starts going to smaller gravels. And then no gravels over that way. Just sand. And let's take a look at it. All right, where was we now? Take a look, where did it go? Okay, there we are, right there. See if I can point her out, right at the tip of my finger. There's another nice little speck. 3 specks to the inside a little bit closer. So from middle to about, I'd say 12 or 13 feet out was the first pan. Let's come in just a little bit closer to about 6 feet in, or 6 feet from the bank. And that's normally the maximum I usually go, even though we can go up to 24 inches from the inside of the water here. But I don't like to make people mad on the property owners or anything like that. So I like to stay out 6 feet or more. So let's move on in, take another pan from 6 feet from the inside. And see what there is. All right, so we're on the gold a little bit today, and look at that big old garnet. And right next to it, right at the tip of my finger, another decent little speck, and that's from the 6 feet in. So they're 6 feet in, there's a decent patch of garnets. 13 feet out, there's a decent patch of gold, so we'll go for the gold. We'll leave you garnets there, but I'm sure there's more out in that little spot over there. So let's get the mega banker out. Let's get her set up and get to it. Oh yeah. Also need to dump my boots out. Getting a little sloshy they are. That's better. Here, let's not forget the other one. Oh, I might as well have put the hip waders on or just wore my shoes. Oh, flipped you guys all around there. That was a nice trip, huh? Just about through my first tank of gas, and it's time for a snack break. Set up out there. Peaceful, nice day. Nice day. All right. I'm going to enjoy my snack, fill the tank back up, then I'll bring you guys out there with me. Welcome back to the water. All right, I'll bring you guys back in a bit. All right, so I've ran through a few tanks of gas already. Only 2, I think. Yeah. And we're not even going to break the whole gallon of gas today. Probably only maybe half of it. So like half a gallon. I'll run a couple more tanks before I get up out of here. But what you should do if you were out in this kind of area is actually test pan around the hole to see where your numbers are. I'm not going to do that today. It's pretty much do as I say, not as I do. One of them kind of deals. I'm just going to keep plugging away at it because I like the material that I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of rusty metal, glass, garnet sand, black sand, etc., which is what we want. And the gold hides in between all of that. And if you wanted to, you could spend the whole day test panning around and test and test and test. But this is a mighty big area to test, and it's very wide, so it would take a lot of testing. Which is why I'm going to say, if there's anyone out here in Mansfield, Belleville area that watches my show and you're a GPAA member and you want to be my test sample guy and be in my videos, let me know. I'll pay you. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get back in there and get back to it. All right, we're all cleaned up, ready to get back to the house. Let's get to that cleanup. Some freeway fun, and see you there. All right, we're back. So I got this all set up, ready to go. And yeah, let's get that cleaned up. Be right back. Digging and scooping and splashing water all over my camera. Nice. All right, so how much gold did I get out on this very nice trip on a nice day, Mother's Day? Not too bad. Some decent looking gold. And sorry about the light glare. I'm trying not to get it. I'm trying to hurry up this video because there's a lot of noisy animals upstairs. In-laws are over. That's a nice garnet. Huge garnet. And it's chunky gold. Looks pretty nice. All right, that's all I got time for. I'm trying to hurry up because, yeah, they're noisy. All right, see you later.